Good morning, Daily Dosers. It's Danny Jane. I'm driving Grace down to San Francisco. She's going to get Botox today in her arm, not her face because she's young and nubile. This is the Tuesday that feels like Monday after Memorial Day. I'm driving to San Francisco. It's going to be a whole thing. My husband, my daughter, other daughter, everyone's all worried about me. Like, what? It's not like I forgot how to drive. I still know how to drive. Crazy nuts. So my car's still really new. I can't even tell you how many miles on it, but it's just a few, like maybe 700. And so I have Sirius XM radio, and Grace and I found this station. It's called Stay Home Radio, and they just play some, interesting songs. So if I bust out in song, don't freak out. It's just part of the deal. Let me get on the freeway here. It says it's going to take us an hour and 5 minutes. This is a crowd. What's happening? Everyone either slow down or merge, or I know how to drive. An hour and 5 minutes to get there, which is going to get us there at 10:20. We're supposed to be there at 10:15 to check in. But I've been there 1,000 times. What kind of check-in do I need to do? I'm getting over to the fast lane. Here we go. Okay, and anyways, that's at 65, as if I'm going to drive that speed. So, how was everyone's Memorial Day weekend? Probably stay-at-home Memorial Day weekend. We had a great family weekend. Like, we really, stayed at home, sheltered in place. Lots of pool time, as you can see from my super dark suntan. I tan really darkly. I've been trying to protect my skin. I broke out in a rash across my face. I don't know what it's from. Probably just, I don't know, post-coronavirus shit. Kidding. I read a thing on Twitter this morning from Andy Lassner, my favorite slow walker, and he said, I only think I have corona about 17,000 times a day. That's me. Everything that happens, it's like, oh my God, is it corona? So, last night Leah went over to her friend's house, somebody that she's been, around a lot, and so kind of quarantined together a little bit, so I wasn't worried about her going there. So, 3 crazy things. First of all, I thought her friend picked her up. I didn't think she drove. So that's A. Then B, when I was getting ready to go to bed, I texted her, I'm going to bed, I love you, drive safely, meaning her friend, drive her safely home. See you in the morning. So then I was up until about 2:30 coughing my bloody head off. I mean, literally coughing up like chunks of lung. It was really pretty. And I never heard Leah come home. And her car was in the garage, so I didn't have any reference point because I thought she didn't drive. So I texted her this morning at 7:55. I said, thanks for the call. I barely worried at all. And Grace came down because she's ready to go to the city, and I was like, can't believe Leah didn't come home. She goes, what do you mean? She's in bed. I'm like, what? I said, do you know what time she came home? She goes, yeah, like 12:15. 12:15, I was up. I was coughing. Shit was going down. Why didn't I see her or hear her? And I said, well, I didn't hear Haley or anything. I didn't hear any doors. And she's like, Haley? Leah drove herself. So I was wrong from the get. So the fact that her car was there was my ticket, my little reminder that she was home, but I thought she didn't drive. You following me? It's craziness. This mom's crazy. Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys are on right now. It's kind of a nice tune. Grace is videoing me, obviously. You guys are getting my profile. I hope it's my good side. I don't have a good side.
It is.
I should suck up my
No, you look good, Mom.
little fat chin a little bit. I'm wearing my clown pants. They're like striped, kind of fluffy pants. I'm
showing them.
I'm just surprised they fit me. Anyways, so yeah, we got all the stuff to decorate the cap. That's going to happen when we get home today. We're going to get started on it. And then she picks up her yearbook tomorrow. It's hot as hellfire. It's already 78 and it's 9:25. It's going to be like 100 today. I mean, that's almost too hot, right, to be outside, and even if you're in the pool, it's hot. But I'm going to be in the pool. I watched Bruce Springsteen's Western Stars last night. I've seen so many clips of it, I feel like I've already seen it, but I sat down and watched the whole thing, and I have a few comments. First of all, he's adorable. It looks like he got a new ear piercing. It's like 2 on one side, 1 on the other. Maybe he always had that, but I never noticed that before. His skin looks really good. He looks really good, but maybe he has makeup on. I don't know. But he's my boyfriend, and I just wonder why his wife keeps popping into every photo. Back off, girl. It's like when chick, but I wanted some screen time alone. Anyways, it's good. And he ended the whole thing with Rhinestone Cowboy. And when I was trying to go to sleep last night, and after my coffee was done, I was going over the words to Rhinestone Cowboy in my head, like kind of as a way to get me to sleep. Weird, right? Like a rhinestone cowboy. That's Kenny Rogers, right? Okay, anyways. So I cough so much, I use my inhaler so much, I feel like I'm a crack whore. I was sucking on that thing like it's nobody's business. I'm in the fast lane, I'm going 71, passing the Santa Rosa Police. Bye, Copper. What else? The Fatty McFatterson in chief was out golfing over the Memorial weekend and tweeting like a little 5-year-old. He's such an asshole. How in the world are there still people in America who think he's a good guy? He's not a good guy. He's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. Like he says about people, he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. He's just not a good person. He's not a good human. He's definitely not a good Christian. He's a misogynistic, racist. Oh, I'm getting worked up. Thank God I took my blood pressure medication. Had a little FaceTime chat with my friends Renee and Jill yesterday. That was nice. I haven't literally laid eyes on them in months. It was good to see them and chat. And, you know, we're all in the same boat about our graduates. We're sad. It's sad. I got to call Dorina because I have a letter to mail. It's on my desk. She might not notice it. Maybe she will. It's stamped. That's got to go out in the mail today. I've only gotten one grad announcement from one kid. Thank you, Christine. I got your grad announcement. So get those addressed and sent out, people, so I can send your kiddos a little gifty. What else? It's not just graduation. You know, my kid is turning 19. It's her last year in the teens. So much happens in June. It's going to be a long summer, people. I feel like the summer, the anxiety from COVID-19 is going to be way more pronounced in the summer than it was in the months where the kids were, you know, online schooling and stuff. Because summer is supposed to be, you know, fun and out and hanging and doing things and, you know, late night chats under the stars and getting ice cream and going to the beach. And all of that's not happening. Oh, this is Lizzo, Good as Hell. Do you guys like that song? I don't know the words, but I like it. So the things going on right now, Memorial Day to 4th of July, you run a mile a day. Obviously you should have started yesterday, but you can start today. It's never too late. So I'm going to try to do it a mile a day, every day, from Memorial Day to 4th of July. I mean, that's so easy. And if I work out with Daniel and do a mile a day, I'm going to have a beach bod in no time. Unlikely, but whatever. I'll be fit. My heart will thank me. As my one friend said when I was like, I've been working out so much, I see no changes. Nothing's changed. I'm still, oof. And she goes, but your heart is happy. And she's right about that. And I'm just doing this for my heart, right? I mean, you never had any heart problems, but you don't want to start having them when you're 57. So all my summer vacations are canceled. I canceled everything, canceled all the flights, canceled all the hotels, not going to Key West, not going to Europe. Can't go to Maui, because if you go, you have to stay for 14 days in your condo. You can't even go to the beach, and the pool's closed. So we're not going to Maui. I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm using my COVID-19 app, and I'm checking in every day, and I'm part of the solution. I'm not part of the problem. I'm going to call the pulmonologist today, because after I talk shit about them, I mean, do you think people are listening to me? After I talk shit about their stupid thing where they're going to mail me something, and then I fill it out and mail it back, and I was like, what century are you living in? I got a phone call that said, we're ready to schedule your appointment. Really? You have no paperwork? So I'm going to call them back right now. Not right now, but when I'm done with this. Now, this is Marky Mark, Good Vibrations. Remember that? Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch? That was the thing. Let's look down the street, see if we can see the Stockham sign.
Nope.
Can't. What else, Grace, was I going to talk about? Oh, we watched some movies this Memorial Weekend. We watched Ford versus Ferrari, which that was good. Of course, Boyd fell asleep, so then he queued it up yesterday and watched it. He watched the whole thing. He was so proud of himself because I watched a whole movie. And then what was the other movie we watched?
Is it Big Time Adolescence or is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Like Big Time Adolescence. It was with that guy,
Pete Davidson.
from Saturday Night Live. First of all,
Griffin Gluck.
And who? Griffin Gluck, who's
Yeah.
cute. First of all, I didn't realize Pete Davidson was so tall and thin. I mean, I knew he was thin, but I thought he was like, just like 5'8" or something. He's tall. He's like 6'1". He looked really tall in that movie. And he's super thin and totally covered in tattoos, but he's funny. I mean, he has such good comic timing. I really liked the movie. It was funny. And Boyd watched it too. I think he fell asleep at the end.
Mm-mm.
No, he watched the whole thing?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Boyd. 2 movies. That you guys don't know how precedent setting that is.
Yeah.
Like he said last night, the only time I ever do this is when I'm homesick. He goes, and Mom loves it. She loves when I'm sick. I don't love when you're sick. I don't even really like it when you're home sick. But, you do stay awake a little bit more. Because, he's classic. The minute you sit down to watch something, he's snoring. We have to turn the volume up to get over the snoring. It's not a loud snore, but it's kind of like like he sucks up all the oxygen. It's weird. It's like a reverse snore. It's a breathing snore. Anyways, lakes were open this weekend. A bunch of people went to the lake. And it's good to get back out. I went to the lake, actually. What am I talking about? I went to the lake on Saturday to watch Leah water ski, single ski. She did so good. I was so proud of her. She just really popped right up there. And her arms are really sore. But she worked out with me yesterday, even though she's like, I'm so sore, Mom, I can't. I was like, no, you got to go. You got to get the lactic acid out of your muscles. Or as Daniel calls it, what does he call it? Some kind of juice? What is it?
Yeah.
What does he call it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's the lactic acid. He calls it something. It's like the energy juice or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not it. Anyways, is everyone working out with Daniel? I know Leah's told all her friends, and some of her friends are doing the workouts. I'm telling you, it will change your life. They're 30-minute routines. There's probably like 8 different ones up there. Leah and I did a new one yesterday. It was so good, but it was hard. But it was good. So we're going to do it again. Of course, Alex was in it. Old Alex, poking her head in every chance she gets. And she's in way better shape than Daniel, which kind of made me a little sad for Daniel, being shown up by his wife. But it's okay. He's still the cutest thing I've ever seen in a long time. In a long time. And he's much younger than Bruce. I mean, I love Bruce, but, Bruce is a bit old. Daniel's young. Okay, steadily going 72 miles per hour. I'm not leading the traffic by any stretch, but, I'm getting through it. Anyway, so we're at the lake. Here's the deal. I took Clorox wipes, my mask. It was just us 4, and then Roy and his daughter Madeline, which we've been around them a lot, so I wasn't worried. So we get there, and, I'm telling them, to wipe down the boat with the Clorox, everything, because we don't know who drove the boat last, because it's a private ski club, and there's like 5 members, I think. So everything's going great. Then this other family shows up, these members. So it's a husband and wife, their 2 kids, and the one girl's boyfriend. So now, and I was done, I had done my boat ride, because I just rode when Leah was skiing. I didn't ride when anybody else was skiing. So they were still pulling people. Oh no, I was in the boat too when Madeline did her wakeboarding. I lied just then. I didn't mean to lie. I stayed in the boat for Leah and Madeline. That was it. When Roy and Boyd skied, I wasn't in the boat. So we're on the dock, and this other family shows up, so I promptly put my mask on. And I know them. I've met them before. I met them at Country Summer last year. So I was like, hey, and the wife was like, hi, but she didn't really realize who I was, because I had a hat, sunglasses, and a mask on. So when I kind of said, oh, hi, and she's like, oh my God, I didn't recognize you. Anyways, so I'm all masked up, but it was too many people now on the deck, on the dock. I can't be with that many people. I don't know, I don't know what their quarantine policy is. So I went for a walk, kind of around the lake. I didn't go all the way around. I went halfway in one direction, then came back. And then some of those people were going to ski, so I gave Clorox wipes and said, you need to wipe down the boat. like, yeah, good idea. Yeah, no kidding. Universal precautions, people. Wiped down the boat, and then Boyd decided to drive, and he'd been driving the whole time anyway, so he didn't really need to wipe down the boat. So they're in there, they did their skiing thing, and then still too many people, so I had to go walk the other direction because I didn't want to be around that many people. That's understandable, right? Then they're done, so we wiped down the boat again, and then they asked Boyd to drive again. Poor Boyd, he drove the whole damn day. Then
No, he volunteered.
He volunteered, yeah, good call. Then after we're done skiing, we leave, and of course everyone's hungry. So they get food at like this hamburger place where we're all wearing our masks, wiping things down, trying to stay. You can't eat inside, obviously. It's a takeout place. So they're all eating hamburgers and french fries and shakes and stuff. Okay, we still have to drive home, you weirdos. The road is just hellacious. I had to take a Zofran on the way there. I don't even get car sick. I was in the back. And then Leah gets really car sick, so she was in the front. And then Grace took a Zofran on the way there because she was in the back. So Grace and I are Zofraned up in the back seat. It was still horrible. Then they ate all that big, heavy food and get in to drive home. And then, of course, Leah's like, I don't feel good. And she's like, Daddy, please slow down. I gave her a Zofran. But Boyd doesn't know the meaning of slow down. He says he's going with the flow of traffic. It's a fucking one-way road, one way and then go the other way. One lane. The flow of traffic? What does that mean? You got to be on everyone's ass? He's tailgating like no other. I mean, the guy tailgates. He doesn't even realize how close he is to you. And like when cars start pulling away from him, it's like this competitive thing jumps in. He's got to get right behind him. That's not the flow of traffic. That's you hedging people out of the way, just making them feel so stressful. There was a Volvo in front of us, and I guarantee the people in the car were talking shit about him. I would have been if I would have been in that car. Like, back off, motherfucker. That kind of thing. So anyways, we got the windows down. She's taking Zofran. She's breathing deep. She didn't really want to eat anything. She didn't really eat dinner that much. She was sickly. So that was a thing. What else? Planning a little small gathering for Leah on Saturday. I'll send out announcements to people that are going to be there. Small. I mean small. Just a few close family. Because I want to celebrate her in a little way, and then if this whole thing gets organized, we'll do something big in July. But yeah, so there's that. I don't know. It's the safety dance, men without hats. Oh my God, this makes me think of college so much. Did you guys know this song? I don't know these words. Okay. I only know the first verse. It's a good song, right? Obviously, I don't know the words. It reminds me of college, which was 40 fucking years ago. Speaking of 40 years ago, 40-year class reunions for the class of 1980. You're not having a reunion. You're having a virtual reunion. You're having a Zoom reunion. Bawl your fucking eyes out. I wouldn't even go to that. Because that could get really weird. But speaking of reunions, we're thinking about the class of 2020. Like, their class reunions are going to be so important since they couldn't graduate together. Like, they should do a 5-year. Do you know what I mean? So they can get back together and go, can you believe how fucked that was? Oh my God, these poor kids. I just can't. It's so emotional over it. Like, at the drop of a hat, I could start crying. They're missing out on their sports. They're missing out on the excitement of, like, what's that day called? Announcement day, or what's it called when everyone goes to school with their college things on? Decision day.
Decision day.
Decision day, where you dress up and where you're going to college, and the prom, and project grad, and senior trip, and the retreats. Oh my God, it's just horrible. And I know I go on and on about this, and people are like, "Shut up, Danny. We heard that 55 times in vlogs," but it hurts me deeply. Okay. Everything's so dry. if we don't have a fire season this year, I swear to God. If we have a pandemic and a fire, I'm moving. Where am I going to move?
From the creators of the
We'd have to move to Alaska.
24 hours of relaxing
Or Fiji. Is there anything going on in Fiji? Is Fiji safe from all of this?
and expand awareness.
I don't know what to do, people. I just can't. I just can't deal with any more shit. I really can't. Like, my cup runneth over in a bad way. No more tragedies. I just can't do it. Alright? Okay, here's Tuesday that looks like Monday because of Memorial Day holiday. Hope you guys have a great week. I'm sorry I didn't vlog yesterday. I should have. I was lazy as hellfire. But I did exercise. I've only had one day off in 14 days. Yay, Danny, do I have muscles? Do you see muscles? Any muscles there? No muscles? Alright, well, I'm still working at it.